Hey everyone, this is Bobo from the Mars server. I'm here to do a Mabinogi 101 video on pet AIs, aka artificial intelligence. This is the one feature in Mabinogi I thought was a really good feature in the game, but not too many people know about it or don't really play around with it, so I thought, hey, let's cover it. So first off, the default pet AI modes. These are the modes that you guys will get on your pet automatically. It's kind of starred with, like, a little asterisk next to it when you right click and go to set guidelines on your pet. Now the first mode is auto attack mode. Auto attack mode is basically when your pet just literally auto attacks. It's gonna auto attack everything around it. It's gonna do its best to protect its master, but it's gonna be dumb as heck because it's not really, smart with the AI. It's just gonna be doing normal attacks, smash attacks, and whatnot. Now the other mode is collaborative mode. Collaborative mode is when you attack the enemy, and that's when your pet decides to attack it. It's not gonna automatically attack everything around it. It's only gonna attack the things that you attack. So let me just clear off all these enemies here. You stop attacking my pet. Bad monster you. So you can see here that all the enemies here are asleep. My pet is being really obedient and not attacking anything, and that is what collaborative mode is. Until I start to attack something, that's when it's gonna attack. So if you guys want to use that mode instead of auto attack, this is the mode you guys want to use. Now the other mode is what do you call it? The mode that does absolutely nothing. The command mode. Now command mode is literally just the mode where your pet will just kind of not do any attacks. Maybe a little small normal attack here and there if it gets attacked itself. But it will not do any attack until you actually use a command. And this is one thing some people don't know you have to do, or you can do in Mabby, is to type in a command in the chat. Say something like smash! Exclamation mark! And then your pet will actually do that skill. Most of the time though, it doesn't work because it just loads the smash and then scratches his head and then cancels it. But that's the little glitchy parts of pet AI in this game that need to get worked around with when you guys make your own customized AI. Now the other mode that they have in this game, I think, is probably the best mode. That's why I saved it for the last one here. The best mode is healing mode, and the reason why I said it's the best mode is because your pet is literally not going to attack anything at all. It's not going to do any attack towards the enemies. It's not going to mess up your combinations when you attack things, because all it's going to do is going to heal you if you get hurt. So if you guys don't want your pet to be annoying and hitting things out of the way, you want to use the healing mode here. So that way all it does is just focus on you and heals you. I don't see how it's bad for a pet to heal you unless you don't want to be healed. But of course, the best kind of pet AI will have to be your own customized pet AI to your battle style. I'll tell you guys this right now, that there are some people out there that are so good at making pet AIs that they're actually smarter than some normal players. No lie here, guys. Now, here's one thing you guys might want to keep in mind when you make your pet AI, is that there are some pets out there that don't have certain skills that other pets do that you might need for your pet AI. Things like firebolt, lightning, and stuff like that. So you might want to check which pet has that, so you don't kind of give them an AI that's useless. Now here are some common customized pet AIs that I've seen. For one, firebolt spam. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this one, but this one is literally all it does is have your pet firebolt spam over and over and over and over. There's also some out there that do a firebolt and then counter, and then firebolt and then counter. I'm sure you guys seen those. But that's basically a really good technique for some pets out there that are just kind of not too strong, but they need to survive still. Now when you guys are working on your AI, just remember that there are some factors that can affect your AIs, and sometimes you have no control over it. I mean, for instance, things like lag can affect your AI and mess it up. The enemies can be faster than other enemies, so not all of them will work properly. Some have heavy standards, some don't, so it's all different. Now here's another common customized AI I've seen, and it is a spam basic attack one. Now I'm sure you guys are like, yeah, I'm pretty sure my pet can spam attack with just right click and attack. But you know, this one just literally just spams normal attack, no smash, no counterattacks and whatnot. And that's actually a very useful AI for those who have pets like snakes, because they can poison, and this skill, or I guess AI, will help them poison faster. But like I said, not every AI is perfect. There's going to be some factors that mess it up. Now here's another one that's pretty good too, created by one of my guildmates, and it is a windmill spam attack. And what it does is literally windmill enemies constantly. It's good for those who are fighting certain bosses that want to have their AI reset by windmill. And I'm sure you guys know many bosses that do that. Or it can just be one of those AIs that can be super duper annoying in PvP. I'm sure right now you guys see a trend in certain customized AIs, and people seem to love to have certain AIs that just spam attack stuff, but you can just create an AI to your own liking. So let's get started with that. Creating an AI, your very own first AI. Now here's one that I've kind of pre-created so you guys can kind of get a general idea of how the pet AI editor works. When you first create your AI, you'll have to create some new rules to it. So every time you click a new rule, it'll basically ask you, you know, you want your pet to do this, if this, then that kind of deal. If you guys are familiar with coding, that's basically all it is. It's very simple to use. So here is one rule that I have set up here, and basically what it's going to do is when my pet sees that I get attacked, it's gonna charge a lightning bolt and attack the enemy within 5 seconds, or I guess within that range. You can change it, of course, to whatever you want. Now this one will have my pet attack the enemy if I use defense. So, you know, you can see that each line of the rule are going to be different, and you'll probably end up throwing a bunch of these rules, different rules in there, so your pet does a certain thing. But just know that, you know, if I were you guys, I would just test it out, test the waters after each rule, so you don't get confused as to what part of the coding of the AI got messed up. Alright, so here is like the list you guys will see when you first create a new rule. I'm gonna create one right now just for the heck of it. Just add one to my AI, and let's see, I'm gonna choose the one where it says let's see, if I use a all attack, if my character, you are quote unquote the master, so that is what it means. If the master uses an all attack, and then the next part is going to be a condition, and most of the time I don't really use this one because if you start putting conditions and stuff like that, it's going to restrict the use of your AI. But if you want it to be restricted a certain way, then, you know, use it. Most of the time I don't use it because it kind of messes up my code. Next part here has a list of what my pet will actually do. So this is what I want my pet to do. I want it to rest. I'm just like making a random rule here, guys, for you guys, so you guys can see the demonstration work properly. So every time I do a regular attack, it's gonna make my pet just sit down and rest. So that's what I want to do right now for my AI. And after that, I'm just gonna go ahead and press that, and it's there, right there. Now if you guys want to share your code, you can see the source right here, and there's a copy button, so you can copy the entire code and give it to your friends on Notepad or something, or not on Mabi, because Mabi can't paste a long text like that in chat. And of course your friends can click the paste button and put down the code in that way, and just name your code. Just make sure you name your AI so you can save it in the list, and then just click on apply and your AI is ready. Now I said this before, guys, nothing is perfect, so always test your AIs right after you create a new rule. That is what I like to do. So here I'm trying to test the all attack one, the one where if I attack the enemy, my pet should rest. Unfortunately, it does not seem to be working. Like I said, testing is vital when it comes to creating your pet AI. It seems like there is like I guess a side AI, kind of like a hidden default AI that your pet does. So with that in mind, I have to update my AI and make it a little bit more specific because it doesn't seem to be working properly. I'm using like any attack, but really I just want to use a normal attack instead. So let's go ahead and edit that. So you guys click on edit on your AI while it's being highlighted. You can click on your rule and change it. So here I'm going to change all attack to basic attack. So whenever I do a regular basic attack, my pet should rest. So now that problem should be fixed, hopefully. Cross fingers. Alright, now try to aggro an enemy here. Now the ones I'm testing right now is if I get knocked back, my pet should use lightning bolts. It seems like it's not attacking the enemy anymore, so it's working. So if I get knocked back here or attacked, my pet should use lightning bolt, and voila, it did. It used lightning bolt. Alright, now that that worked, the next one that I'm gonna test is the one where I use defense. Now for this one, if I use defense while being attacked by an enemy, my pet should use a regular normal melee attack on the enemy. So let's see. Alright, aggro, come to me, and defense. And it attacks. So it works. So that works. Now lastly, the rest one. The one where I do a regular normal attack. It should make the enemy or my pet rest. So yeah, let's see. Oh, I saw it. I saw it sit down. Let's do that again. Take a look. Yep, it sat down for a really brief moment. Yep, it sat down. You guys gotta look really quickly. See, it's sitting. It's sitting. Believe me, it was sitting. There you go. See, it was sitting. Now the fun thing about creating your own pet AIs is being really creative and just having your pet do exactly what you want it to do. So here's an example of something that I have set up for my imp to do. Basically, if I'm gonna use something like thunder, it's gonna cast a lightning shield. If I use something like fireball, it's gonna cast a fire shield. Ice spear, it's gonna cast an ice shield, and a range attack, it's gonna cast a natural shield. So that's something that you guys can do. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that can make more complex ones out here, but I'm just, you know, starting it off all simple first. Alright, so here I go. I'm gonna go and test my AI with my pet. So having your own customized pet AIs for situations like this, you know, for your imp for example, is really good for those who need it to do a certain thing. So like these goblins here are kind of annoying, so I want to protect myself, right? I don't want to type it in, so there you go. Just have my pet start casting the natural shield as I use archery skills. So things like that, you know, it's kind of little things like that. It's kind of nice with the pet AIs. So let's test the other one. Going to the other side here. Other side. I'm gonna do, let's see, thunder? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do some thunder. Thunder time. So as I cast thunder, it's gonna use what do you call it? Lightning shield. Yeah, lightning shield. Protect me from lightnings. Even though I'm casting lightning. What? So you can have your pet do stuff like that. Just showing you guys that all of the AIs work properly most of the time. Again, of course, if some of the AI or skills don't load, it's either maybe your pet is low on some stam or MP, or there's a cooldown. So yes, pets do have cooldowns on their skills. Alright, let's try this one. Ice spear and get an ice shield. Alright, that worked. Nice. Boom, boom, boom. So you can create your pet AIs to have your pets do a certain thing, and it doesn't necessarily have to be always combat. It could just be, you know, things for fun. Last but not least, fireball. There you go, fire shield, and it works. Alright, so that is basically my video on pet AIs. Hopefully this video was helpful. Feel free to leave some comments below and help other people out on the AI stuff. And like always, guys, stay awesome.